following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hello and welcome to GameShift. I'm your host, Bill Sheehan, and assisting me with the co-host is Drew Sheehan. And tonight we have a couple things going on. Madden came out, so here's our preview of Madden. You can see it's a very good game. The graphics are always good in the Madden series. They did the Patriots justice and threw Gronk on the cover this year, and felt funny playing as Tom Brady because Tom Brady's out for 4 games, but hopefully be back, and hopefully we do good the first actual couple games, 4 games. Now you can, I'm playing the Jets. This would be like a preseason game, I guess. We'll see. The running game has been greatly improved, so you got more options. You can do spins, jumps, anything like that. You can even tap 8, a strong hand the person, push him over, and try to get past him. You can do whatever you can. So that when you tap an A, it's like basically pushing forward or like lunging forward, and then you get into this like strength test between the two of you to see if you can get more yards. What do you think of it so far? Looks good, huh?
I don't like any Madden games.
I know you don't like. You don't play too many sports games, right?
No.
So they give you a little bit of a tutorial as to how far you're going to kick the ball, and they changed that up a little bit too. So now it's like press the button at the top, press the button in the middle, and it's a lot better. It's a little bit more of it makes more sense. Like it's not perfect, like so you're not going to get the perfect kick every single time. I like that. So the graphics are great. The only thing that I think is, how much do they really improve it every year? They did some tweaks this year, so that's why I'll give it, like, out of phalanges, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Well, I haven't played this game, so I give it a nothing.
Nothing. You give it no phalanges for you because you didn't play it. You should have tried it.
I don't think I ever will.
You calling the positions a little bit more of a skill to that now. You can get the coach's preferences all the time, and the presentation I think is a lot better. Like this little bit here where it's introducing you to the offensive line, and then I have to do defensive line, and then they introduce us in a few minutes.
I don't see any differences from the other game.
Right. I mean, there's not a whole lot of differences, just a little bit. Presentation's a little bit better. The graphics might have been amped up a little bit. Throwing game, I think the throwing game's a little bit harder now. It's very difficult to throw a pass off and have it. Once you get used to it, it kind of works. These little things here, like the announcers also changed, so. Actually, there was a huge update for the announcers when I was playing, so I had to do an update.
I don't see anything new about it.
Yeah.
It kind of just seems all the same.
Might be like more plays.
Just like a bit different.
A bit different. Yeah,
Yeah.
compared to the last one, I mean, there's not going to be huge differences. Every matting is a little bit more of a, I feel like it's just a little bit more of a tweak, not necessarily a whole update. I wish someone would come out with a football game where you buy the base game and then just do DLC every year and it just updates the roster. That would be, every Madden seems more like an update than an actual game. You can see like it's realistic looking. I mean, if you're watching it on TV, it pretty much looks like this. I almost had him right there.
Does it record the same as it looks?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never liked these games, so I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna like this one either.
You don't prefer to play sports games at all, right? Here's my return.
Everybody's too skilled, better than you, because they played all the other ones.
You get pretty good. You get pretty far in this one. The running game, like I said, is way more. So you'll see I got to do a couple of. I'll do a couple running plays, I think, and then I almost get it picked off because Passon's a little bit more skilled in this.
People's hair go through their helmets, too.
Yeah. That's a little glitch.
Well, probably not a glitch, just a flaw.
Flaw in the game. They should have this perfected by now. They've been making Madden games since the 80s, probably.
Yeah.
90s. Look at that. Almost picked off right off the bat. I've got Gronk. I throw to him, try to throw to him a couple times, I believe.
Yeah. Is it just
Should run what's long.
Wait, did it at the first part it introduced the first part of the
Yeah, it introduced my defensive line. Now I'm on the offense. So that was introducing my offensive line.
Yeah. Are the people in the crowd like are they just
Here's another throw.
Are the people in the crowd just
Look at that,
like
Drew. Are the people in the crowd what?
just like models? They don't
Yeah, there's a lot of models, so it looks pretty good. That was a good play. Amendola. You throw it to him, he usually catches it. The skill here is when you actually throw the ball, you get a little icon like an X, and you can push the X, and he'll start. He'll try to catch the ball even better than what you could do with the controller. My coach
know,
is
they
happy.
still look fake.
Calling plays. They still look fake. I think they never get the eyes right. Like there's always a flaw in the computer character's eyes. They never really animate that well. So like I don't know. It is strange.
In these games, you usually just don't blink.
That was almost a pick right there too. They don't blink.
Yeah. In these games, it's usually just like they don't blink because you don't really pay attention to their eyes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or you just can't see their eyes.
See, I'd probably shut, if I was playing a long session of Madden, I'd probably shut all these things off so that they don't show up anymore. It sometimes takes away from the game. But I guess it's like going to a commercial.
Yep, they all do the same things, like their poses and the things, they're just all the same.
Yeah. See if I can get a touchdown and then we'll move on.
When it showed the, defensive line of the Jets, they did the same thing as the offensive line.
Yeah. You think I can get a touchdown here? My passing game is not good. I don't think so.
And they don't look like real tackles anymore. They just look like they ragdoll to the
They're
ground.
ragdolling down a little bit. Well, that's why I'd give it. Everybody else would give the game a 10 because it's Madden. I'm giving it a 9 just because it's the best football game that you could possibly buy. But there are a couple things that aren't realistic and that don't look good. So the gameplay is pretty perfect. You can't get better than this.
His hair is all weird. Like,
His hair, yeah. Here we go. Let's see if we could do this. Now this is a 3-button press, so you got to hit A to start it, hit A when you power up to it, and hit A in the middle. I missed the middle, but I'm so close to it, it didn't matter. Anyway, that's pretty much Madden right there. You got to get used to the passing. You got to play a more running game. 9 phalanges.
I'd give it a 7, but
You would
Okay.
give it 7? You just
Yeah.
said you'd give it 0.
I would give it nothing at
All
the
right.
beginning.
Well, anyway, let's move on to the next clip, which is one of your favorite lately. You've been playing this a lot. This is Battlefield 1 Beta.
Are you bad at it?
Yes, because this is the first time I played it. I did get better at it. The only reason I picked this...
You shouldn't have played this mode. It's
Right.
bad.
this mode and the gun that I'm using isn't the best gun, you know. But if you could spot the guy in the distance and shoot this gun at him, but you got to change to your pistol quickly.
Yeah, that's the worst, where you try to vault up stuff and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work better later. I'm sure that this is the beta. So now the most difficult thing is this gun is the most difficult one to use, I think. So you get recoil and this gun just kind of goes crazy and you can't hit your target very well. I try to do distance with this gun. And then if I need to, I'll swap to the pistol and I'll run through the buildings and hopefully that'll work.
I'd say if you're starting the game, just start off with the medic.
Yeah. Drew likes the medic. He goes up to people and they respawn, but you're still trying to like revive them sometimes.
No, it's because I'm about to revive them and then they keep holding A while I'm about to revive them.
And you can't revive them when they do that. Kind of funny to see. And I notice sometimes some of the guys are inside a building, like half their body's inside the building, half is out, and you're reviving them. How are they going to revive from that? But it's kind of funny.
It literally says if you die in the right corner, right bottom corner, it shows you where the medics are.
Yeah.
In the area, and people still just decide to respawn.
A pretty good thing that I got good at too is the snipers. Like you can see them way in the distance there, but they're killing me. So eventually I realized that I did pretty good as a sniper. I tried sniping. I think the sniper is a good starter position. Like even the medic's good, but the sniper's pretty good too, because if you can see the people in the distance, zoom in, take them out, you can get really good at that pretty quick. And then what I do is I snipe a couple people, and then I switch to the pistol and I run around. I'll kill some of the people who are near me, and then I'll snipe again. It's pretty good if you can find a good sniping point. And I don't like to camp, so sniping in this is kind of different because you're not technically camping where someone can't get you. They can get up there. So a lot of times I'll be sniping, and a guy will climb up to my position and just hit me, take me out or knife me.
You should put traps.
Traps out, you can do that, yep. The game is, I can tell the finished product is going to be pretty perfect. It's going to be a great game. How many phalanges would Drew give this?
I would give it an 8.
8
just because of all the bugs and stuff.
Right now, and I agree with the 8, but I believe this game's going to be an easy 9.
How did you just die
10.
there?
I don't know. I think someone came up behind me. That happened.
Well, all you have to do is press.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I think 8 phalanges would be. It's definitely going to be better when the final project is released. So, you know, it's probably even going to get a 10 when it's released. Because how much fun did you have playing this?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of fun. When you get the tanks rolling and you get the planes,
yeah,
all that stuff's fun.
It's too hard to control the planes unless you really try with the planes and just.
Or you can get on the train.
Try with them 24/7.
That was fun.
The planes are just bad. I only use them to jump down to places.
Yeah. So if Drew gets in the plane, he goes into a pretty much straight up in the air, and then you abandon the plane.
Yeah.
You know how much that costs? Billions.
Nothing.
Crashing planes. So yeah, I'm the king of permadeaths here.
Permadeath.
Not permadeaths, but yeah, you can respawn, but that's why Ethan calls me permadeath.
Do you know how to do the bayonet charge?
I do.
Okay, that's probably the best thing.
Best thing to do? I like when you did the bayonet charge and flew right off the side of a cliff.
And then I survived.
And then you found out that the bayonet charge is great for jumping off cliffs because you don't die.
Well, it's right there on the map.
Yeah.
If you jump up on that certain spot with the bayonet charge, you don't die. I don't know why.
Well, I would imagine in the final game you might get more injured when you jump off that cliff, even if you have the bayonet charge on.
I don't know, they might keep it.
You like the bayonet charge, how he yells, "Ah!" Oop. blow somebody up there.
Do you know how to equip your gas mask and stuff?
I don't ever equip my gas mask unless there's gas around. You seem to do it a lot.
You should just go up there.
Up to the, yeah, I'm trying to be careful. As you can see, it doesn't pay good for me.
You don't be careful
It
in these
doesn't
games.
work out great.
You never ever be careful in this game. You just run in, unless you're a sniper.
Well, I'm trying to find the bad guys before I go into that. I want to try and arm that charge.
Did you see any tanks in this one, or planes and stuff?
I saw some tanks. I like how you run through the. I like how you run through the door and you hit it, and you can just barge through it. That's pretty neat. So that's the Battlefield beta. I think the beta is working out great. At first, the beta was not doing good because somebody crashed all their servers. Now I can say that the beta is running really well. What do you have till the 8th? Play the beta? I think that's tomorrow. So the beta for Battlefield 1 ends tomorrow. But we've played it a lot, and I can honestly say that the more you play it, the better you do get at the game. Get used to the weapons. I would imagine if you get used to the assault rifle, you would probably get better with it. I haven't given that a chance. I got better with the sniper, so now I play as a sniper. Next game we have is Earthlock, Festival of Magic. A completely free game if you're a gold member. So, reminds me a little bit of it's a role-playing game, so there is like a lot of talking and chatter and, you know, moving on. Eventually you get into like fighting and powering up your character, leveling up your character. It's a role-playing game. Reminds me of like the style of an older Final Fantasy type game. With like you can equip your character with all this stuff and upgrade his weapons and armor and all that stuff. So
You can upgrade stuff?
you can upgrade
That's it?
things. You can upgrade a lot of stuff.
Wait, can you collect things, or is it just upgrading?
You can collect things as well. A game that you would probably enjoy. You're not going to give it a chance?
I don't know. I
You
like
would probably like
freebies
it. So you can walk around and discover things and go to different areas. These little statues are where you save your game.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's got to look like you know, the graphics actually remind me of Beyond Good and Evil, which isn't a bad thing. I love that game. This is a fighting scene here.
This is the game it is.
Yep, so you gotta, this is just training, so you're getting used to it. Unless I'm running into the temple. I think I might be going to the temple right now.
Yeah.
This is basically how it works, turn-based.
I thought it was going to be you get to fight things like right
No,
there.
it's turn-based. This is classic role-playing, which isn't bad. Like, I like classic role-playing. Everybody likes Final Fantasy VII. They're waiting for that to be remastered. Finally getting it done. And this reminds me of the old Final Fantasy VII a little bit. The gameplay.
Is your guy like a rogue? Because he steals stuff?
You can steal stuff from them, yeah. He's kind of just a collector. And that's, in some way, he calls that other character that's with you, he calls him Uncle. And so they're related in some way. They like to go treasure hunting together.
I doubt he's his real
You can
uncle.
change stances in this and modify the stances, and then you can actually, like, you know, my character would have that little gun thing that he has, the torpedo launcher or whatever that's called. Now they're talking again.
Does Amon always have to be with the knife and stuff in a row?
No, that's what I was just saying. You can change your stance, and then he'll be able to change his attacks.
It's just stance?
Yeah, you just change the stance. There's an option on there to change the stance. So this is just run around the temple a little bit more. It's got nice little 3D layout. Fighting these flies. the characters do get more difficult as you go through.
Does Uncle Benjo always stay with you?
No, you get different characters in the game. So it does change that up. Uncle Benzo will stay at the house, and then I've seen like 2 other characters that join your party and help you out.
Oh, okay. Can you
Pretty
have
good.
all of them at once?
You can have, so far I've only seen 3, but I'm pretty sure you can extend that party. I don't know how many you can have. So
Where are you right now?
I'm heading towards the temple where there's some treasure that we heard about to find.
Ah.
There it is, Zabirium Temple.
Is there a boss there?
There is a boss there. There's a giant boss that you fight at the beginning.
Is it a giant beetle boss?
No, it's a giant stone boss. And you got to get in the temple to see that.
I thought it was going to be a giant beetle because they're all beetles.
I know, yeah, you think it would be a big bug. I think of the next one that you get to is a big bug. Not to ruin it for you. But you should play this. I think you'd like it. It takes some skill. So anyway, out of Phalanges, I would give this an 8.
Okay.
Because it's got classic gameplay, different graphics, a little bit of an art style to it. Run around here. At this point, I was just trying to beat every boss that I could fight, or every character I could fight, so I could build my character up. I like to do that. That's how I play role-playing games. I don't know how you do.
Those things are weird.
Yeah, I don't know. They're flowers with tails.
Why do they get to attack so much?
Yeah, they get to attack twice in a row, and I only get to attack once. I don't understand why.
Are they fast?
They must just be faster.
Is there a kind of that they can be faster than you, or you can be faster than them?
Yeah, there's special, you have special powers you can use as well, but it takes away, magic. So, you can't use it all the time.
You shouldn't have shot the one that was almost dead. You should have.
I know, yeah. Take care of them.
Yeah.
But then you get 2 of them attacking you. If you don't attack the one that's almost dead, then they both attack you. So I think take the one out that's close to dead. What do you think? Should have attacked the other one?
You should have attacked the one that was close to dead with the knife.
Oh. Well, anyway, that is basically Earthlock, Festival of Magic. This month's game, free with gold. Another thing that surprised me this week, which I didn't know was coming out for the Xbox, Star Trek Online from Cryptic Studios. This was like a complete surprise to me, and I've never played it before. Some people may have played it on the PC, so they're making it for consoles now. And this is also completely free with gold, and just download and play. Not bad. I mean, it was for a free game. It got me kind of into it. I played it for a while last night. I like it. So, I mean, for Phalanges, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because this game's probably like 5 years old. The graphics aren't going to blow your mind. But for a free game and to be able to play it with online and with your friends, I think it's a great little addition to your collection.
You get to make a character?
Yeah, you get to make a character. I built mine like this. Well, you'll see. I don't know if you'll see the character that I created.
Is it like, I forget what that was called. It was a Star Wars game.
Knights of the Old Republic?
Is it like that? You get to choose your own, like, clan or whatever?
Yeah, you do. You get to choose from like 3 clans. Starfleet Academy, and I forget the other 2. I picked Starfleet Academy.
Is there a bandit one or like a pirate one?
No. You pick like your race, male or female character, and then you can modify the face, modify the hair, modify. So you can make a very unique character in the world. And I chose like an alien race, and then I just modified it after that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
Can you go to any planet you want to go? Is there an infinite planet?
Well, so far all I've seen is like pretty much
Story?
predetermined gameplay where I ended up in this solar system. Now I'm going to warn a planet that the Klingons are coming. So I already bumped into them. Here's my character that I created. So you'll see in a second. But pretty good game. You know, I'm really enjoying it. You get to go on to the ships. My ship is Goku.
Okay. Do you get to buy new ships or like upgrade your ship or put things inside your ship?
Yes. I believe through some of it, you're going to be able to modify your ship. But right now, you know, you're just seeing the intro to the game, and now you're seeing a little bit of me talking. And then that's my character that I created from scratch and modified, and I did pretty good with the character. I like it.
Once you get the ship, is it only you that flies the ship with nobody else? Or do you have like a team?
No, you have a crew. You get a crew that supports you, helps you, use them as advisors. You can like take other people's like opinion and implement it and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You know, so you have choices to make in the game.
Do you get like new gear in the game? Like, or do you just keep that on? Or just the vest?
No, that's it, I think. You can get like, you can update your weapons, stuff like that. You have a weapons locker where you collect weapons and put them in there. So.
You don't get any new armor.
What's that?
You don't get any new armor at all?
You might be able to. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. So far, I'm just in the ship.
I'm guessing you get new armor because they wouldn't just make you wear that the whole time.
Right. Probably.
Because
what I did was I got onto a ship, and now like I'm just figuring out what's happening. There's a great story with the game. I would say definitely download this game. Give it a chance. Slow moving at first. I'm sorry that I had a little bit of the slow moving and talking and walking around, and you know, but it was a surprise to me. So it was a last minute, hey, I'm going to record this and show people that it is available. So.
Wait, is it lagging or is that just sped up?
No, that's just me going through the game. Now there's going to be a little bit of this is where you learn how to shoot. There they are. So get into a little bit of like, you got to take these guys out. I mean, it's Star Trek. It's a great game. Give it a chance. Anyway, next week on the show, I think we're going to have some Recore, because that game comes out next week. What do you think about that? That's going to be a good game?
Yep.
What did you play this week? Battlefield, that's about it?
I don't think I played anything but Battlefield, yeah.
Yeah. So the Battlefield beta, I think the beta is a success, and just saying that that's going to go on and it's going to get better. So they're working on it. They want our input. They did good. And so join us next week.
Catchphrase.
Perfect.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.